Cake for everyone!
Fat Princess came out all the way back in 2009. Now, I never played it back in the day, even though I did own a PS3 back then. I simply never played it, was never really aware of it necessarily, though I did play Castle Crashers a lot, which I think is kind of in a similar vein, relatively, right? But recently, I decided to go back to the PS3 and check out how Fat Princess is doing on the PS3 in the modern day, as well as simply check it out for the very first time, because I wasn't too sure what the game was all about. So I searched different times of the day, different days of the week to see how it was going, and I got different results, actually. And this was my first time playing the game, so excuse some of the gameplay. I was just getting used to the game, trying out different classes you can actually pick up. I didn't even realize that that was a thing necessarily, and then just going around fighting. And what I didn't know, which is actually really cool for Fat Princess, there is AI. Now, I think a lot of games should do this from now on in the future, and how it works is basically, if you hop into a multiplayer match, it's AI, there's AI. However, as more people begin to join the match, the AI will get replaced by real players. So if there's actually enough people to just do a full match, obviously all the real people will be in the lobby and there'll be no bots at all. But if it's years later and there's not a lot of people playing the game and sometimes no people online at all sometimes, it's a very nice feature and preserves the game so that people can play it at least individually far into the future, which is awesome. I would love to see this feature in a lot more games, and honestly, I don't see why every game shouldn't have it, in all honesty. Now, with that said, I did try searching for a match on the weekend. It was a Saturday, and it was a little bit later in the day. I'd say about 6 p.m. I think I tried around 6 p.m. and at 9 p.m. Keep in mind, this is Pacific time and in the West Coast US region. However, I could not find anyone playing at that time, surprisingly. I thought I would. I thought it was kind of a high time. It was a weekend, 6:30 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. or so. And I couldn't really find anyone, but that's alright because I came back on a weekday. I checked in on a Monday and a little bit earlier on in the day, about 2:50 p.m., 3 p.m., and I found a handful of people online and was able to play a decent match and have a lot of fun. So because of the bot feature, you really only need to have at least 1 or 2 other people online to be able to properly play. So it helps out quite a bit, and you will definitely be able to play this game for the most part. Because like I said, for some reason on that weekend, later on in the day, I couldn't find a match. But for the most part, you should be okay if I was able to find one on a weekday. But as mentioned, there was only a handful of players, but you can still play the game just fine and come up across players occasionally and be fighting plenty of AI though. And I'm sure if you have friends, you could probably hop into this with your friends and still have an enjoyable time nonetheless. But this being my first time playing it, I could definitely see why it has some popularity and people enjoy it quite a bit. Even to this very day, there's people who recollect of this old game. And there's even a solo mode for the game as well, where you can just play by yourself against AI, but I'm sure it's just more fun to play with real people, so it's good that it's still possible to do so in the modern day, even if it's just a handful of players and the rest is AI. But nonetheless, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I enjoyed my time checking in on Fat Princess and playing it for the first time. I thought it was pretty cool, and I'll definitely have to check it out more in the future. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Do you still play Fat Princess on the PS3 in 2023? Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to see more PS3 games here in the modern day online. And if you have any other games you'd like to recommend us to check out on the PS3 in 2023, drop them in the comments down below. But until next time, peace out, guys.